They called him the strangest prince the kingdom had ever seen, because while others fought for power, he was quietly planning his escape from it. This is the story of the prince who chose a poor life over royal riches and discovered a truth no treasure could buy. In a kingdom filled with gold towers, jeweled halls, and endless feasts lived Prince Adrian, the heir everyone expected to become a powerful king. Servants bowed at his footsteps. Advisors followed him like shadows. Everything he touched was polished, perfect, and priceless. But Adrian felt something no one could see, a hollow space inside him, growing deeper each day. Every morning, he watched farmers walking outside the palace gates, laughing, talking, living without crowns or guards or expectations. They looked free. And freedom was the one thing Adrian had never tasted. One night, during yet another royal ceremony, guests praised him for being blessed with everything. Adrian smiled politely, but inside he whispered, "Everything? Then why do I feel like I have nothing?" A turning point came on a stormy evening. A young girl from the village slipped past the guards, soaked and trembling, looking for shelter. Adrian found her hiding inside the palace garden. He asked, "Why risk coming here?" She replied, "Because out there, we have nothing. But at least what we have is real." Her words struck him like lightning. That night, Adrian stood alone on his balcony, staring at the kingdom that wasn't truly his, a life chosen for him before he even took his first breath. He made a decision no prince had ever dared to make. With only a small bag of clothes, Adrian slipped through a secret tunnel beneath the palace. No guards, no horses, no gold. Just a young man walking toward the unknown. He didn't hide his identity, but the villagers didn't care. To them, he wasn't a prince. He was simply Adrian, the boy who helped fetch water, clean stables, and fix broken roofs. For the first time, he worked with his hands. For the first time, he laughed without fear of judgment. For the first time, he felt alive. But living a simple life wasn't easy. His soft hands blistered. His back ached. He earned barely enough to eat. Still, Adrian felt a joy he never knew before. Until one day, a royal messenger arrived in the village with a loud announcement. "The prince is missing. Anyone who finds him will receive a bag of gold." Every villager froze. Every eye shifted toward Adrian. For a moment, he thought they would betray him. But instead, the village elder stepped forward and said, "We haven't seen any prince here. Only our friend Adrian." That moment broke him, not with sadness, but with gratitude. For the first time in his life, someone chose him, not his title. Weeks later, the king himself arrived in the village, searching for his lost son. When he finally found Adrian, he didn't shout. He didn't punish. He simply asked, "Why did you leave?" Adrian's answer was quiet, but powerful. "Because I wanted to learn what life means without gold, without servants, without a crown." He continued, "Father, I want to be a king who understands his people, not one who rules from a throne of ignorance." The king stared at his son for a long moment. Then, for the first time in Adrian's life, the king smiled. "You left as a prince," he said, "but you will return as a leader." Adrian returned to the palace, not to live in luxury, but to serve with purpose. He spent his days walking through villages, helping farmers, listening to workers, and learning the struggles no textbook could teach. He became known as the people's prince, the royal who had everything, yet chose to understand those who had nothing. And his journey whispered a timeless truth. Riches can fill your pockets, but only purpose can fill your heart.